friends, Nibs again. I'm going to get out and do a little plinking tonight, a little bit of shooting, and thought I'd bring this one out and give you guys a real good look at it. This is one that I've had maybe about a year now, maybe not even quite that long, but this is a pretty cool gun. If you guys know me or watch my channel at all, you know there's a couple things I really like in firearms. That's military weapons and .22 rifles. And when those two things cross up, you know I'm going to have a lot of fun with that. And what we have here is, it's got some heft to it. This is a Moss 45, which is a French military trainer. There's a good bit of history behind this. I'm going to give you guys the Reader's Digest version of it, but if you want to see a real deep dive on the history of this guy, go over to Forgotten Weapons. He did one just only about a year ago. He did a really good history lesson on this, but the abbreviated version is the French. After World War II was over, the French occupied the area of Germany where the Mauser factory was, and they occupied the Mauser factory, and they found the tooling for this, bunch of other weapons as well, but they needed a training rifle for their military, so they took advantage of that and took the tooling. What this started out life as is the original design was the German KKW, which I don't have a proper military version of, but I do have one that has been converted into a target rifle, but I'd really like to find a proper military version of a KKW eventually, but they're not giving those away, so eventually I will have one though. But so the French did want to use the design for a military trainer for their troops as well, and these are a little bit different than the KKWs. Two of the main differences really is the KKWs were single shots. The French ones do have a 5-round magazine, and then the other real main difference is the French wanted a peep sight because their battle rifles also had an aperture sight on the back, so they wanted a peep sight, and this one is graduated in 10-meter graduations. I'm going to do a little bit of shooting for you guys today, but the sun's really tough, so I'm going to need to use normally my supporting hand to shade the sun a little bit here so I can actually see what's downrange. So normally I would shoot this guy offhand, but we'll go ahead and do some shooting with it. I've got some clay targets hanging up downrange there, and I've got a camera on those, and we'll see what we can do. This is a 5-round magazine. I do have 7, so hopefully we'll do a couple magfuls for you guys. These weren't made in huge numbers. From what Ian stated on his review of the rifle, they had 10,000 that were made using old German parts, old Mauser parts. And then when they moved all the tooling over to the French factory and started making them as the Moss 45, Moss Model 45, they made approximately another 30,000, which for military trainers, that's a really small number. And so I'm glad to have this one. It's in really fine condition. The finish is parkerized. The metal parts are all parkerized. The stock is beech. The original German ones were made with oak. So let's see if we can hit some clay pigeons here with this guy. I really like to try to shoot the middle out of those clay pigeons first, and then gives me a second shot at the same target, but it was a little bit high. Let me see if I can pull that shot down a little bit and see if I can hit the center out. Can't tell. It looks like I did hit the center out of that one. That sun is tough. There we go. So the triggers aren't match grade on these, but they're not terrible either. They're designed to kind of mimic the battle rifle, and you know, those were not match grade triggers on the battle rifles by any stretch. Oh crud, stand by, my targets are blowing all over the place. Oh, jeepers. Such a beautiful night. Not a cloud in the sky. I can't believe there's wind out here. It just never fails. I get out here and there's wind. I don't get it. There must be a wind factory. I was at home. I was several different places and there was absolutely no wind anywhere else, and get out here and there's wind. So, but it's all part of the fun. Oh, was I shooting? Oh, I shot the one above. Thought I was shooting at the one below. I shot the middle out of the top right one. So that should have been the middle of the top or bottom right one. That's better. Like I said, normally I would do this offhand. I probably could be a little bit more challenging to actually shoot the centers out of them anyway. I'm sure I'd be able to hit the You know what, let me do one more mag full here and we'll finish off the rest of them pieces there. But yeah, I really love these military trainers. I have several that are U.S. military trainers. I have this French one. I have a semi-automatic one that was built by Irma Work. It's a replica, basically a replica of a M1 carbine, and it was made to be a military trainer for the Germans, and for, I believe, the Australians used it as well. And I think that's the only semi-automatic military trainer I have. I do have a Polish one. The model number escapes me right at the moment, but it's patterned after a Mosin Nagant. Very heavy, like a Mosin rifle. And that one's a lot of fun. I'll get that one out soon and do a video for you guys on that one too. Alright, what do I got left? I can't tell. It looks like I got a little chunk on the bottom row there. Let's see if I can finish that one off. Oh yeah, this thing is wicked accurate. Was that the last one? Yeah, that was the last one. All right. Well, that was a lot of fun. This thing is so accurate. So there you go. This is the Moss 45. Very much looks like a Mauser K98 action, which is what the Mauser KKW was intended to act as a trainer for. You got your fire on this side and safe on that side, so you can't pull the trigger. And to pull the bolt out, you've got the little latch, just like a Mauser K98. There's the roll stamp. It says Moss Model 45. There's your adjustable aperture peep sight. It does come with a little dust cover, little protector for the front sight, but it sits so tight down against the front sight that you really can't get a sight picture with it on. So you have to take it off while you're shooting. But anyway, there you go, Moss 45. These were only made for a short time after World War II, and pretty cool. Nice to have a scarce old trainer like this. Anyway, hope you liked the video. If you did, like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification bell and you'll get notified when I do post up new videos. But until next time, have a great day.